Everyone, today we'll be talking on the topic aquatic habitat. What is aquatic habitat? Aquatic habitat is a body of water in which certain organisms live naturally. In other words, aquatic habitats are habitats or places that relate to lives in water. We have terrestrial habitat that's living on the land, and we have aquatic habitat. So when you hear about aquatic habitat, it's talking about living in water. Organisms that lives in water are called aquatic organisms. Examples of aquatic organisms are fish, crabs, toads, and plants. Some plants lives in water. These animals are classified based on their habitats. Organisms that choose salt water as their habitat comes under the group of marine aquatic animals, and animals lives in river, ponds, and other water sources are freshwater aquatic animal, meaning that we have saltwater habitat and we have freshwater habitat. And also we have kinds of aquatic habitat, that's types of aquatic habitat. We have freshwater habitat. What is freshwater habitat? This is a body of water formed mainly from inland water and contain very low level of salinity. So sometimes they don't have salt at all. Sometimes they have low salinity. So when you talk about freshwater habitat are those kind of habitats that have no or little salt content. So their salinity is low, very low, or none at all. And these are freshwater habitats, animals found in freshwater ecosystem. We can find trouts, tortoise there, pufferfish fish there, frog there. So these are the animals you can find in freshwater habitat. Okay, again we have what we call marine or saltwater habitat. These include oceans and seas which contain or have salt. Salt water that has 35 grams of salt for every kilogram of water. That means the salt water or the marine water has salt content. That's what it means. When you're talking about marine or saltwater habitat, you're talking about those water bodies that has water content. It has water content. Oceans and seas cover over 70% of Earth's surface. Marine habitat can be very different from each other depending on how warm the water is. Warm tropical water has a coral field full of tiny, colorful fishes or fish, while chilly water in the polar region have fewer species that have adapted to water that can be colder than the temperature that water normally freezes at 0 degrees centigrade. So this is the oceanic province and the zones. In the oceans, which is the saltwater habitat, it has the zones, it has the level, we have the meso level, we have the bath level, and they will have the abyss level. So these are the three levels that you can see in the oceanic province of ocean. So we have the mesolic, we have the padpalic, we have the abyss aplic. So all these are the different levels in ocean. These are the different levels in ocean, the ocean province and the zones. That means the upper level of the ocean, the middle level of the ocean, and the deep level of the ocean. So you know that the deep level of the ocean is called the abyss, the middle level is called the bath, and the upper level is called the meso. Then the peripheral, that is the up level, the viewing level, is called the epic level of the ocean. We have another type of aquatic habitat called estuarine habitat, that is estuaries habitat. And habitat occurs where salty water from the ocean mix with fresh water from the land. So you can see it. So what is it telling us? It's telling us that we have 3 types of aquatic habitat. Number 1 is freshwater habitat. Number 2 is marine or saltwater habitat. Number 3 is estuaries habitat. And what is freshwater habitat? Freshwater habitat is a type of aquatic habitat that have no or low salt content. Marine habitat or saltwater habitat is a type of habitat that has salinity content, that means salt content. Whereas estuaries habitat occur where the salty water, that means where marine habitat from the ocean, marine habitat mixes with fresh water from the land. So where ocean and pond water mix together, or ocean and lake mix together, you call it estuary habitat, and there are organisms that lives there. The water is generally partially enclosed or cut off from the ocean and may consist of channels, sloughs, and mud and sand flats. River mud, lagoon, and bay often constitutes estuarine habitat. So lagoons and bays are known as estuarine habitat. So today you can be able to know that there are 3 types of marine habitat, 3 types of aquatic habitat. And the 3 types of aquatic habitat are freshwater habitat, marine or saltwater habitat, and estuarine habitat. This is an example of estuarine habitat where salt water and fresh water mix together. You call it estuaries habitat. This is example. Look at, you can see fresh water, estuarine water, and marine water. And you can see the type of animals that live in fresh water. You can see tortoise. You can see the type of animals that live in freshwater habitat, estuarine habitat, and marine water habitat. And you remember I said when you are talking about estuarine habitat, you are talking about where marine water and fresh water comes together.